You want success, you want to create something legendary, then stop announcing it to the world like you need permission. Too many people waste their time talking, seeking validation, looking for approval before they've done the work. But here's the truth. Nobody cares about your dreams more than you. Your results are what matter, not your words. Success is built when nobody's watching, when there's no applause, no spotlight, just you, your discipline, and your relentless effort. Because the real difference between those who dream and those who achieve is what they do in silence. Stop announcing your plans. Take action instead. Too many people waste time talking about what they're going to do. They announce their goals, tell everyone their big ideas, and feel a sense of accomplishment just by saying it out loud. But words mean nothing without action. Every minute spent talking about your plan is a minute you could be executing it. Success doesn't come from declarations, it comes from discipline, from showing up every day and making progress, even when no one is watching. The energy you put into telling people your goals should be redirected into working on them. Because the truth is, most people don't care about your ambitions, they care about results. Stop seeking validation, stop looking for applause before you've earned it. If you really believe in your vision, prove it through your actions, not through empty words. Move in silence, focus on execution, and let your success be the only thing that speaks for you. Nobody cares about your dreams more than you do. Your dreams belong to you. Nobody else feels the fire burning inside you. No one else wakes up with the same hunger you have. You might think that if you tell people your goals, they will rally behind you, push you forward, and support you every step of the way. But the hard truth is, most people are too consumed with their own lives to care about yours. Some may even doubt you, question your ability, or secretly hope you fail because your ambition reminds them of their own inaction. That's why your motivation must come from within. You can't rely on outside encouragement or wait for someone to give you permission to chase what's yours. If you want it, you have to fight for it. You have to believe in yourself when no one else does. You have to show up, put in the work, and stay disciplined even when it feels like no one is watching. Because at the end of the day, this journey is yours alone. Success is built in silence, not through words. The loudest people are rarely the most successful. Talking about success doesn't create it, hard work does. The people who truly achieve greatness don't waste time broadcasting their every move. They're too busy putting in the work. Success is built in the quiet moments when no one is watching, when there's no applause, no recognition, just pure effort. It's built in the early mornings, the late nights, the sacrifices that go unnoticed. The world doesn't need to know what you're working on. It only needs to see the results when the time is right. Every second spent explaining yourself is a second taken away from progress. The process is lonely, and it's supposed to be. That's where discipline is forged. That's where champions are made. Instead of trying to prove yourself with words, prove yourself with what you build, what you create, and the impact you make. Actions will always carry more weight than promises. Work when others are sleeping, stay focused when they're distracted. Success isn't about talent, it's about discipline. While others waste time on distractions, scrolling endlessly, chasing temporary pleasures, you stay locked in. While they sleep, you grind. When they make excuses, you push forward. Every extra hour you put in, every sacrifice you make compounds over time, putting you leagues ahead of those who lack the same focus. The difference between the ordinary and the extraordinary isn't luck. It's what happens behind closed doors when no one is watching. It's the extra effort, the refusal to quit, the ability to stay focused when the rest of the world is lost in distractions. The majority will always choose comfort, but comfort doesn't create success. Staying ahead requires outworking everyone around you, committing to your goals at a level most people can't even fathom. The harder you work in silence, the louder your results will be when the time comes. Execution beats intention every single time. Having a vision is important, but a vision without execution is just a fantasy. Too many people get stuck in the planning phase, waiting for the perfect moment, waiting until they feel ready. But success doesn't come from thinking, wishing, or hoping. It comes from doing. Action is the great separator between those who dream and those who achieve. The best ideas in the world mean nothing if they aren't acted upon. Intentions don't build businesses, don't create breakthroughs, don't change lives. Execution does. Every day you hesitate, someone else is taking action. Every time you delay, someone else is seizing the opportunity. Success doesn't wait for anyone. It rewards those who move, those who adapt, those who take risks, even when the outcome is uncertain. Perfection is a trap. Progress is what matters. The ones who win are the ones who step up, take imperfect action, and figure it out along the way. Mastery comes from relentless effort, not external validation. The world is full of people seeking approval, chasing likes, waiting for someone to acknowledge their work before they truly commit to it. But mastery is never achieved by those who depend on external validation. It comes from a deep personal commitment to excellence, whether anyone is watching or not. The best in the world didn't get there because people clapped for them. They got there because they put in the hours, embraced the grind, and refused to stop until they reached their full potential. The need for validation is a distraction, a weakness that slows progress. True masters don't care about recognition, they care about results. They work in the shadows, honing their craft, perfecting their skills, knowing that when they finally step into the light, their work will speak for itself. The goal isn't applause. The goal is to become so great at what you do that the world has no choice but to notice. Silence your doubts by proving yourself through action. Doubt will always be there, that little voice in your head telling you that you're not good enough, that you don't have what it takes, that maybe you should quit. But doubts are nothing more than noise, and the only way to silence them is through action. Thinking about success won't get you there. Moving toward it will. Every time you take a step forward, every time you push past discomfort, you weaken the doubt and strengthen your confidence. Confidence isn't something you're born with, it's something you earn by showing up, by proving to yourself that you can do the hard things. The more you take action, the less power doubt has over you. You don't need to argue with your fears. You don't need to justify yourself to anyone. Just do the work. Just execute. Just take the next step, even if it's small. Because the moment you start building momentum, the doubts will fade. And all that will be left is proof of what you are capable of. The grind is lonely, but the results will be loud. Success is a lonely road. There will be nights when you're working while everyone else is out having fun. There will be moments when you feel like nobody understands the sacrifices you're making. But that's the price of greatness. The people who achieve the most are the ones who are willing to walk alone when necessary. They don't need validation, they don't need permission, and they don't need company on the journey. They understand that the grind isn't supposed to be easy or comfortable. It's supposed to separate the committed from the casual. You can't expect people to cheer you on when they don't see the vision you have. You have to be okay with working in silence, with staying disciplined when no one is watching. Because when the results come, when all the effort finally pays off, that's when the world will hear you loud and clear. Not because you talked about it, but because you made it undeniable. Let your work do the talking. Results speak louder than words. People can argue with opinions, they can dismiss ideas, but they can't ignore results. The world is filled with talkers, people who make big claims, who boast about what they're going to do, but never follow through. That's why true success isn't about speaking, it's about proving. When you commit to the grind, when you put in the work every single day, your results become undeniable. They speak for themselves. You won't have to convince anyone of your worth because your achievements will make it obvious. There's a reason the most successful people don't waste time explaining themselves. They don't need to. Their work, their progress, their impact, it says everything. Focus on execution, on getting better, on delivering real value. Don't seek approval. Don't waste energy trying to impress. Just work, improve, and let the results force the world to pay attention. That's how real success is built. Greatness is earned in the shadows, revealed in the spotlight. Every champion, every innovator, every game changer was built in silence before the world knew their name. Greatness is never an overnight success. It's the result of countless unseen hours of relentless practice, of failures, struggles, and sacrifices that no one ever hears about. The spotlight is just the final chapter of a story written in the dark. The problem is, most people want the recognition without the effort, the rewards without the struggle. But that's not how it works. The real work happens when no one is watching, when there's no applause, no validation, just pure dedication to the craft. If you're not willing to give your all in the quiet moments, you'll never earn the right to stand in the light. Stay committed, stay relentless, and understand that success isn't something that just happens. It's something you build brick by brick, long before the world ever sees it. You want to know the secret to success? It's not hype. It's not talking about your plans. It's not waiting for permission or validation. It's action. The ones who make it aren't the ones making noise. They're the ones grinding in silence. Success is built in the dark, when no one's watching, when no one's cheering, when it's just you versus your excuses. It's about showing up, executing, and pushing forward even when doubt creeps in. Because at the end of the day, results speak louder than words. Let your success do the talking. Let your discipline separate you from the rest. Let your dedication make you unstoppable. Because when you put in the work, when you truly commit, the world won't just see it, they'll feel it. When the results come, when the success is undeniable, that's when the world will listen. Not because you talked about it, but because you made it impossible to ignore. So stop waiting, stop announcing, and start executing. Greatness isn't handed out. It's earned in the shadows, revealed in the spotlight. Now go, do the work. This is Motivate Chase, where action speaks louder than words.